Hello everyone, this is Jennifer. In this video we're going to look into the common size statement. So common size statement, again in this also we'll be doing common size income statement and common size balance sheet. So basically in this we are showing everything as a percentage. Okay, so the common size statement and income statement are shown in analytical percentages. The figures are shown as percentage of total assets, total liabilities and total sales. In the case of common size income statement, all the items in the profit and loss account will be shown as a percentage with reference to sales. In the case of common size balance sheet, every item will be shown as a percentage to the percentage of total assets and total liabilities. So in these statements, the component percentage or 100% statement, these statements are also known as component percentage or 100% statement because every individual item is stated as a percentage of the total 100. So the common size statements are prepared in the following way. The total of assets and liabilities are taken as 100%. The individual assets and liabilities are expressed to the percentage of total assets and liabilities. So under that we basically have two kinds of statement. One is the common size income statement and the common size balance sheet. In common size income statement, the items on income statement will be shown as a percentage of sales to show the relationship of each item to the sales. So a significant relationship can be established between items of income statement and volume of sales. So the sales will be considered as 100%. Every other item will be shown to the percentage of sales. So the format of common size statement of profit and loss account is, you will have basically have four columns. One is a particulars column, the next is a working note, the next is your absolute amount, and the fourth column is your percentage changes. So revenue from operation is nothing but your sales, as I told you all earlier. So every item will be shown as a percentage to revenue from operation. Hence revenue from operation will be considered as 100%. So revenue from operation is your sales, then your other incomes, total you have your total revenue. The last video I have told about each item, so let's not get into detail. So the format remains the same, which is cost of material consumed, purchases of stock in trade, changes in inventories of finished goods, which is nothing but opening stock minus your closing stock, employee benefit expenses, then you all the expenses which are relating to the employees, then your finance cost involved in borrowing funds, depreciation and amortization expenses of tangible and intangible assets, then your other expenses, then you have your total expenses. So now when you take total revenue minus total expenses, you get something called as profit before tax. When you minus your tax, you'll get your profit after tax. So let us look into our first question. This is your common size profit and loss account, because we have a profit and loss account given. So we are doing a common size profit and loss account. Basically, how do you get to know is, if they have given profit and loss account, we'll be doing common size profit and loss account. So in comparison, so we are comparing two different years. So your question, from the following profit and loss account of Polytex Limited for the year ended 31st December 2007 and 2008, you are required to prepare a common size income statement, profit and loss account. So they have given to cost of goods sold. To cost of goods sold is what? Operating expenses. To operating expenses, administrative expenses, these all are expenditures. By net sales, this is your revenue from operation. So you start with your common size income statement. Your base year is 2007, your current year is 2008. So there are basically four columns. first column will be your actual, which you will show it as figures, the normal amount. Next column will be your percentage. You will show it as a percentage. So revenue from operation, you will always start with the revenue. So revenue from operation is nothing but your sales. So what is your sales? They have given 800 in the year 2007. In the year 2007 they have given 800. In the year 2008 they have given 1000. So write the amount as it is, 800,000. Now the percentage. In common size income statement, always your sales, that is nothing but your revenue from operation, will be shown as 100%. Every other figure is what we are going to show to the percentage of sales. So you always consider this to be 100%. Now moving on to your other revenue. In the question you do not have any other revenue, so you put it as dash. Then you go on to total, which is your total revenues, total it up. Then you come to your expenses side. Under that you have cost of goods sold, which they have given in the question. The amount that they have given is 2007 is 600, and in 2008 how much they have given? 750. So how will you show it as a percentage? So every item will be shown as a percentage to revenue from operation. So 600 is your cost of goods sold. And what is your revenue from operation for that particular year? 800. So how will you calculate is 600 divided by 800 into 100. How much do you get? 75%. So your amount, your cost of goods sold amount divided by sales amount into 100%. How we basically get this formula is, if 800 is for 100%, 600 is how much percentage? Cross multiply. Okay, 75. The same way itself we will do for 2008, which is 750 divided by 1000 into 100. 750 divided by 1000 into 100. How much do you get? 75%. Next expenses, administrative expense. They have given 20. So 20 divided by 800 into 100, which is 2.50. And for 2008 it is 20 divided by 1000 into 100, which is 2%. And selling expenses is 30 divided by 800 into 100, which is 3.75%. And for the year 2008 is 40 divided by 1000 into 100, which is 4%. So you total up your expenses, which is 600 to 20 and 30. You get 650. So your total percentage is 81.25, and your total of expenses in your 2008 is 810, and total expenditure percentage is 81%. Here we do not have any taxes, so profit before tax is nothing but your total revenue minus total expenses, which is 150. 800 minus 650 is 150. 100 minus 81.25 is 18.75, and 1000 minus 810 is 190, and 100 minus 81 is 19. So moving on to our next question. Our next question, prepare a common size income statement from the profit and loss account of Shekhar Limited 2013 and 2014. So our base year is 2013, our current year is 2014. So we'll start with the debit side of the profit and loss account. Opening stock, they have given the opening stock and they have given the closing stock. So opening stock minus closing stock, you will show it as changes in inventories under your expenses. Then you have purchases, which is expense. Office expenses will come under your operating expense. Selling expense, again operating expense. Debenture interest. Debenture interest is what? You are paying interest to the debenture holder. So it's an expense which is for borrowing funds. So it is a finance cost. To depreciation, it is come under depreciation and amortization expenses. To provision for tax, So basically after your profits before tax, you'll minus this to get your profits after tax. So if you see, they have given sales as two things, one is cash, one is credit. So revenue from operation, you will take total of your sales, which is cash plus credit. So let us move on to your common size income statement. Revenue from operation, so you have your 2013 2014 actual percentage. Revenue from operation, total of your sales, which you will show it as 100% for both the years. Other incomes, you do not have other incomes in your question, so total up your revenue. So all these items will be shown as a percentage to your sales. Okay, cost of material consumed, you do not have it. So purchases of stock, they have given 15,30,000 in your question for 2013 and 18,45,000 in your 2014. Okay, so you will show it as a percentage. For 2013, what is your revenue? 27,80,000. So everything you will divide it by 27,80,000 to get the percentage for the year 2013. And for the year 2014, every item's amount will be divided by 3,20,000 to get your percentage of your each items. So purchase of stock, 15,30,000 divided by 27,80,000 into 100, you get 55.03%. And for 2014, 18,45,000 would divided by 36,20,000 into 100, which is 50.97. Changes in inventories is nothing but your opening stock minus your closing stock. So opening stock is what in the year 2013, 1,80,000 minus 2,20,000. So you get minus 40,000. And for the year 2014, 18,45,000 minus 2,20,000 minus 3,80,000, you get 1,60,000, so which is a minus figure. Okay, so 40,000 is your changes in inventories 2013 divided by 27,80,000 into 100, you get minus 1.44. And 1,60,000 divided by 36,20,000 into 100, you get minus figure of minus 4.42. Next we have the category of employee benefit expenses. We do not have anything. The next one is office expenses. They have given in the question 1,20,000 and 2,20,000. So 1,20,000 divided by 27,80,000 into 100, you get 4.32. 2,20,000 divided by 36,20,000, you get 6.08. Selling expenses, 1 lakh divided by 27,80,000 into 100, you get 3.60. 1,40,000 divided by 36,20,000, you get 3.87. Next you have your finance cost, which is your debenture interest. So under your debenture interest, you have 40,000 and 40,000 given respectively for both the years. So 40,000 divided by 27,80,000 into 100, which is 1.44. 40,000 divided by 36,20,000, you get 1.10. Next is your depreciation and amortization expenses, which is 30,000 and 35,000. So 30,000 divided by 27,80,000 into 100, which is 1.08. 35,000 divided by 36,20,000, you get 0.97%. Total up your expenses, you get your percentage. Next you have your profit before tax. Total revenue minus total expenses, 27,80,000 minus 17,80,000, you get 10 lakhs. So like that you will minus each item, total revenue minus total expenses. Then you get your profits before tax minus your provision for tax. They have given 5 lakhs and 7,50,000 respectively. So 5 lakhs divided by 27,80,000. Again, every item will be divided by your revenue from operation, just to show every item to the percentage level of your sales. Into 100 we get 17.98. 7,50,000 divided by 36,20,000 into 100, you get 20.72. Profits after tax, you get 5 lakhs. How do you get profit after taxes? Profit before tax minus provision for tax. So 10 minus 5, 5 lakhs. 35.97 minus 17.98, you get 17.98. Or if you do the actual calculation, which is 5 lakh divided by 27 lakh 80,000, you get the same. Then 15 lakh minus 7 lakh 50,000, you get 7 lakh 50,000. 7 lakh 50,000 divided by 3 lakh 20,000 into 100, so which is equal to 7 lakh 50,000 divided by 3 lakh 36 lakh 20,000 into 100, you get 20.71823, which is 20.72. You round it off. So our next question is, prepare a common size income statement from the following profit and loss account of Sahana Private Limited for the consecutive 3 years. So in this question you basically have 3 years. So you are supposed to prepare a comparative income statement for 3 years. So what is your base year? 2011 to 2012. Your next is 2012 to 2013, and the third year is 2013 to 2014. Nothing changes, just the number of years has increased. So opening stock they have given. If they have given opening stock, you look into your closing stock. So opening stock minus your closing stock will become changes in inventories. Next you have purchases, then you have administrative expenses, selling expense, debenture interest is your finance cost, depreciation is your depreciation and amortization expenses, provision for taxation is after your profits before tax, you will minus a provision for taxation. Then you have your sales, they have given cash and credit, you will total up both your sales, that will be your sales figure. And closing stock, you will minus it with the opening stock in order to get your changes for inventories. So you start with common size income statement. The first is revenue from operation. Take total of both your sales, which is the cash sales and your credit sales, for all the 3 years we have taken, and your total percentage is how much? 100%. Irrespective of how many years you get, it will be 100% of your sales, because every other item you are showing to a percentage of sales. Other incomes, you do not have anything here. You total up your revenue. Moving on to your operating expenses. Under that you have your cost of material consumed. Under that you have your purchases of stock. Okay, purchases of stock. The first year it is 13,70,000. Second year it is 17,02,000, and third year it is 20,32,000. Everything you will show it as a percentage of the sales. Okay, the first year sales is how much? 18 lakh. So every item amount of the first year will be divided by 18 lakhs, and the second year it is 22 lakhs is your revenue from operation. So every item amount in your second year will be divided by 22 lakhs, and the third year it is 26 lakhs. So every year item it will be divided by 26 lakhs. So 13,70,000 divided by 18 lakhs into 100, you get 76.11%. Second year it is 17,02,000 divided by 22 lakhs into 100, you get 77.36%. 20,32,000 divided by 26 lakhs is that year's revenue from operation into 100%, which is 78.15%. Changes in inventories of finished stock, you calculate it with, first you will minus your opening stock minus closing stock, you will get the figure as 20,000, 30,000 and 30,000 respectively. Divided by the respective revenue from operation, you will get 1.11%, 1.36% and 1.15%. Next, employee benefit expenses, nothing is there, so you just leave it. as it is. Then operating cost, you have your administrative expenses 1,80,000 divided by 18 lakhs into 100, you get 10%. 2,31,000 divided by 22 lakhs into 100, which you get 10.50%. 2,86,000 divided by 26 lakhs into 100, which you get 11%. Selling expenses 90,000 divided by 18 lakhs into 100, which you get 5%. 1,21,000 divided by 22 lakhs into 100, you get 5.50%. 1,56,000 divided by 26 lakhs, you get 6%. Then you have your depreciation interest, you get 1%, 0.81% and 0.69%. Debenture interest, then you have your depreciation and amortization expenses, you get 0.83, 0.90 and 0.96. Total up your all expenses, you get 16,53,000, 20,62,000 and 24,87,000. This percentage can be calculated normally. So 16,53,000 divided by what is at year's revenue from operation, it is 18 lakhs into 100, which you get 91.83. so like that you can calculate for each year. Then profit before tax, take the amount, total revenue minus total expenses, take the amount and calculate the percentage with your revenue from operation. Then minus your provision for taxation, they have given 73,500, 69,000, 56,500. So 73,500 divided by 18 lakhs into 100, you get 4.08%. 69,000 divided by 22 lakhs into 100, 3.14%. 56,500 divided by 26 lakhs into 100, 2.17%. Profits after tax will be the same amount, which is 73,500, 69,000 and 56,500. So you calculate your percentage to be 4.09, 3.14, and for the third year it is 56,500. So the percentage is 2.18. Thank you everyone.